God hates what? Divorce. Not divorced people. Sometimes people feel condemned when I read that scripture comes out. Because we've gone through divorce. It's, oh, God hates me. No, God hates the practice of divorce. Because what marriage is a holy institution by God. It's a holy covenant. That's what allows God to join you in union. When you get married, you're now a three-cord strand. You, your spouse, and God. So when you are married, you're asking God to join you now in this union. And a holy covenant means until how long? Till death do you part. Now God kept his end of the bargain. When you ask God to join you, he joined you in that union. And then you want to step out, but you don't want to die. So we see God says, I hate it, because what they're doing is they want God to be part of it, but they want to step out when it's convenient. Now, I know you can marry. I married the wrong person. Well, I was the wrong person when I got married or whatever. But God sees that with him, how many things are possible? All things are possible. He talks about it in 1 Corinthians chapter 7 about the spouse who's married someone who's not faithful or not a believer. Do you leave them? He says no, because sometimes your faith will change the unbelieving spouse. Doesn't mean you stay there and you're abused or become abused, a subject of abuse, but it means that you don't just leave because you're not happy. Remember, marriage is not meant to make you happy. Marriage makes you what? Holy. Holy. Happiness is your relationship with God. That's the fullness of joy, where you should get your happiness from. If somebody doesn't make you happy, that means that it's related to what was happening. So when you got into a relationship, something was happening that made you happy. So when that stopped happening, now you're no longer happy because it's not happening anymore. Is that right? I don't think I could. But we're not happy because something is not happening. That's what usually we're not happy with. Something's not happening the way it was, so since it's not happening that way, I'm not happy. But did you get married? Is that what brings us into marriage? Because something was happening? Our relationship should be because God ordains it to be. You're in a relationship that you know that God has called this relationship to be, and you're asking God to join you in this. And when God joins you, God begins he becomes that glue that holds everything together. As long as you keep him in the center of everything, God will make sure that this will weather every storm that you could ever go through. But when we start straying away from God, we start taking God out of our equations of life, and the darkness starts coming in and showing up, and we're not happy anymore because of all this darkness, we can't blame God. So when God says he hates divorce, that's people who's in the practice of making a commitment, making a vow, and then choosing when they're not happy to step out and then blame God. So God hates divorce. Not the fact that we've gone through a divorce, he hates divorce as a principle and how we do things. Because we always sometimes go in with an out clause. We go in, we know that if it doesn't work, I'm always going to tap out. I'm tapping out, God. Okay, God, I'm out. No, that's not going to happen with God. Not going to happen with God. Till death separates you.